What is going on, Cubs fam? We are back for another episode of Rogue Actions, and you guys know that Heinzie is here for all of the action. What's going on, Heinzie?
How are you, Cubs? Cubs fan, bunch of legends. How is everyone? Congratulations, my boy, on unlocking Jedi Luke.
Oh, it feels so
boy.
good. I took him up to Relic 7 already, which feels freaking amazing. In fact, I just got to throw this up on the screen again. I mean, you guys, by now, by now you guys have seen this several times, but I can't get over this guy. Just look at him.
Relic so very nice.
Oh,
so
yeah.
nice.
Wow,
oh yeah,
it's a very nice.
It's a very nice Jedi Luke. There he is. I'm a little bit disappointed as far as I don't have as many places to use him just yet, but I'm hoping he's got good solid synergy with Jedi Master Luke. We'll have to wait and see. So, this episode is being recorded earlier than normal. We're actually on Thursday right now, posting this on Monday. I'm going to be on a quick little weekend getaway with my wife, so we won't be able to record Saturday night. And so hopefully nothing drastically changes and this is too out of date on Friday. I think we should be safe. But Heinzie, I got a meme of the week to show you. You're going to like this.
Oh, bring it. Let's go. What do we got today?
This is a legendary... Ryan Walker is a legendary memer on the Galaxy of Heroes subreddit, and he put this together. Okay, you ready for this?
I like it. Give us a look.
This is Galaxy of Heroes in 2021, okay?
Oh, okay. Yep. Let's go.
Here's the journey guide, what you have to look forward to, okay? So you can see the characters that you're used to.
Yes.
You can see the ones you're used to. You know, he's just scrolling through. Oh, we got some new characters. You got Porkins in there.
Porkins!
You got Moff Gideon. You got there's Slave Leia.
Yes!
And you got Jabba the Hutt.
The credit cards! Jabba! Oh, that! Yes!
Galactic
Hells
Legend
to the yes!
Jar Jar.
Oh, Jar Jar! What the hell's Jar Jar doing there? Galactic Legend... No, we want Darth Jar Jar. That's what we want. We want the dark side Jar Jar.
That's Senator Binks, man. You can't get much better than Senator Binks. Come on.
Mr. Boomba! I love it. It's quality. I love the light and dark side credit card at the end there. That's a win. No, very, very good meme.
No, some of the characters I realistically love the idea here of Kenobi and Anakin being the next two GLs. You gotta respect the quality of this meme too. I mean, that looks like it's right up there.
It looks like it fits. It looks like it fits. He's done very, very well. Congratulations, my boy. A job very, very well done.
The credit card is, I think, icing on the cake for that one. So, all right, we're gonna get a little more serious here now, everyone. I know we like to goof around, but let's talk about Galactic Legends. We got Luke and Kylo coming. I know you guys haven't heard enough talk about Galactic Legends, but probably I think Heinzie, the most, I guess, exciting part of the first rounds of Galactic Legends, even though I wasn't going to get them, I just seen the cutscenes that they added for their ultimate abilities and what they did. I thought it was kind of exciting. Like, it's something that I'd love to see more of in Galaxy of Heroes, just really awesome animations. And I think there's some really, really great potential for both Luke and Palpatine to have some pretty dope ultimate abilities. So let's do a little speculation here. I'm going to tell you an idea I have. Let's do this. I've already gotten, I cheated. I've got an idea for Luke's ultimate ability. Why don't you give us an idea for Palpatine's? Can you think of one while I go first?
I can, man. I can think of Palpatine. Firstly, Cubs, we want the polygons, brother. We want the polygons. Come on.
Boom.
Unity upgrade. We want the polygons, man. I'm hitting the button and it ain't working. We want the polygons, brother. Absolutely, we do.
Actually, it worked. It worked on my end.
It did work. I just didn't hear it at my end. There we go. I didn't hear it. So there we go.
I love how you hit the button and your mouth doesn't move. You're just like...
Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
Feel like watching a Chinese movie without the subtitles. Anyway, moving right along.
That's too much. It's too much a swear button. Now you need the air horn button. That's what people are really gonna get lit up.
With me around, there's never enough dump button, brother. Never enough dump button. Okay, ultimate ability for Palp. Simple. A stupid amount.
I told you I'd go first, but you already got it. So you go.
I'm sorry. I'm going first because I've already got one.
I was offering to go first because I wanted to give you time to think, but you're good. So you go. You go.
Cubs. Dude, you know that you should always go second, brother. We've talked about this. Anyway, let's go now. Yeah, look, lots of electricity.
Okay.
We want thunder from down under. We want it rocketing up from the fingers, blasting the absolute living crap out of our opponents. That's what we want. Get the lightning out there. Lightning storm action. That's what we want. That's going to be the ultimate.
When you first said that's what, I was expecting you to say she said.
Maybe she did. Maybe she likes the lightning as well. We don't shame here, brother. We don't shame. Whatever. Everyone likes something different. We know that. It's a big world out there.
I think it's safe to say that the Ultimate's going to be an impressive show of lightning. So here's my idea for Luke. And I have a specific idea, but there's a general prediction I have, and I think it's very likely that the ultimate ability ends up being some kind of call out to the moment that Luke force projected himself onto Crate from Arc 2 and obviously created a diversion that saved the Resistance. The way I could see that come to fruition is to have the Luke have a cutscene where Luke, sits down, folds his legs, and starts levitating. He's doing his force thing, and then a projection of him appears in front of him, and then that projection has marked on it, and the enemy team has to hit that, and either that projection has a health bar that they can't do anything until it's gone, or it's just like everyone has to take X amount of turns from it and it takes no damage. I think that probably makes more sense. Something like that.
Yep.
Take it to
definitely
the bank.
The turns. Yeah, take it to the bank. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, minimum amount of turns, but a stupid amount of turns. 2, 3, 4. No damage output from the enemy, and then you just keep knocking them and hitting them and taking advantage out of that for sure.
Excellent. So cool. All right, give us your ultimate ability predictions down in the comments below. Now we got to talk about another Reddit post here. Heinze, I am curious to get your thoughts on this, and I'd also love to get the fam's thoughts on this because we've seen these requirements for Jedi Master Luke, and I made a video about how I'm actually not too disappointed about them because there's just so many characters in these requirements that are so useful, but there's also a great many legendary characters that are required for this, and legendary characters required to get other characters that are needed, etc. There's a big Russian doll effect with this, and the real actual number ends up being quite a bit larger. I don't have an actual number. There was some actually considerable debate on Reddit. Nobody could seem to get the number right, and I don't really feel like doing the math right now, but suffice it to say, lots of characters. I mean, C-3PO, you need Ewoks for C-3PO. Chewbacca, you need bounty hunters for Chewbacca. Rey, you need everyone to get Rey. Obviously you've got the vets, you've got all of those characters. R2-D2, it's 4 legendary characters in a row. You need Empire to get R2-D2, at least 5. Han is a raid character, and then you've got old Ben, he's good. You got obviously you got Mon Mothma, and then and 3 Baka. Those are just marquee characters, but they're new. And then you've got the Rebel Y-Wing, and then Luke, who also has a plethora of other characters that are going to be needed for him, including Hermit Yoda, including Commander Luke Skywalker. There's just so many other characters that end up being required. And so for, I think, us endgame players, it may not seem like as big of a deal. I mean, from where I sit, I'm not super bothered by this because I've been playing the game for 5 years, and all of those other characters, I don't need to farm them because I did it a long time ago. But for newer players who have been playing this game for a year or two, this is going to be one of the most unattainable galactic legends, arguably. How do you feel about that, Heinze? Do you think that's okay?
Look, I kind of do. Again, at the end of the day, these characters are, as you said, end-game content.
We need an at the end of the day ticker for you, by the way. I've
did I do
comments.
it again?
Did I do it again? At least 10 for this video, okay? I'm gonna do an air horn every time you say it from now on, okay?
Okay, there we go.
If you say
absolutely.
it, I will immediately air horn. Okay, go on with your point.
I'm sorry, fam. I'm sorry. It's built into my psyche. I've got to cut that out. Yeah, I totally agree. I think it is an endgame achievable character. That's the whole design of these requirements. Again, if you've been playing this game, as long as we have, Cubs, we've been playing this pretty close to launch, about 4 to 5 years. And yeah, along the way, we have farmed these guys.
Yeah.
the question is, do we want newer players to be able to achieve this and fast track it quicker than us? That's the question. My concern is that we know how a lot of these kits work, and we've spent a lot of time honing our skills in this game to just go, here's Luke, here you go, without actually knowing how to synergize him properly and use him properly in those types of rosters anyway, against those opponents. So I think that it makes sense. I think you've sort of got to, do your time, so to speak, and actually cultivate your roster and your game knowledge and your theory crafting so that when it comes time to unlocking these guys, you actually can use him to full effect. I think that makes sense. But yeah, the requirements are steep. They're designed for that. They don't want them to be easy to achieve, but they also want you to wail on them too if you're in that type of mindset. So they're not going to make it easy and just go, here you go, have fun with this guy. Not for these guys. These are epic. And what concerns me the most, Cubs, and I'd like your opinion on this, is that the requirements overall for a long-term player for Luke is certainly going to be more achievable than Palp, considering the characters that he requires already. My question is, does that then signal that Palp is maybe the one to go for above Luke?
I don't necessarily think so. I think that they're kind of doing a give and take with Palp and Luke, because with Palpatine, you farm the characters to get him. Maybe it's quicker to get him, and he's definitely going to be the easier one to attain. So far, who knows what the next round of requirements will be, which is something we're neglecting in this conversation.
But we'll come back to that later.
Yeah, we can come back to that another day once we see those. But for now, it looks like Palp is going to be the one that newer players have easier access to, but the characters you farm along the way are less useful. And so I feel like he might be, and also there's only one new marquee character required for him. And it seems like that's probably going to be the way that it is. So easier to get if you're starting from scratch, but the characters that you get along the way are much more usable so far for Grand Master Luke or Jedi Master Luke, or whatever we're calling him. So I don't know. I think there's a give and take there. I don't think it's signaling anything.
Fair enough. Again, I'm just in a small area of my mind, which to be honest, it's not big. I mean, it's not massive. But there's a small section there.
Don't play yourself like that, man. You got all this. You got all this hair up there. It's.
Hey, one thing I haven't got is hair up there, brother. Yeah, there's none there, all right? Don't worry about that. It's gone. It's stuffed. I've got kids. I've been ripping it out for years.
Hey, I got kids too. I've got.
I know. I tell you, mate, there's a lot of envy. That's some hot top-knot action, man. If I do that, dead set, I'd look like I'd rob a bank, honestly. Anyway. But I agree. In the back of my mind, I have a concern that thinking, you know what, everyone's going to go for Luke because he will be more achievable. Less people are going to go for Palp because of the requirements. And at this point, the characters required aren't as useful in a day-to-day environment, or you haven't focused on them for ages. I mean, Krennic, obviously, you're not going to go after. He's
Krennic, garbage. Useless. Sidious, very niche use. Dooku is pretty solid. Dooku has some pretty good use.
Dooku's solid.
Maul, he's had his day,
He should be better. I mean, give him a tweak, give him a touch-up would be great, because we'd love to use Maul a lot more. I know I would. I think a lot of others out there would as well.
But you know what? You know what else we're not thinking about, though, with that? This is something that just came to me with the Sith Eternal Emperor requirements, is what if his primary synergy is with characters like Maul and Sidious? Maybe he is going to be what elevates them to make them super useful, because I don't think it makes, this is just me, I don't think it makes sense to have Sith Eternal Emperor working with Empire. I think he's got to work with Sith, at this point, he's firmly moved on from the Empire. He's being kept alive through this super dark force crap, whatever business J.J. Abrams dreamed up. And
it's unnatural.
It's the force, it's the pathway to many credit card limits, which some would consider to be unnatural.
Unnatural. And others go, yeah, whatever. Good on them.
So maybe they will become useful because of this. And if so, I mean, I think that's a win for all of you Sith fans out there, especially all you Maul fans, Sidious, etc. I mean, those are some characters that really, I think it's similar to maybe like a Mace Windu, maybe not quite that bad, but they just should be so much better.
Yeah. Don't mention Mace. It's like Beetlejuice. Don't mention Mace 3 times or Rambam will turn up. So be careful on that. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, we've already said it twice. So let's
I know. Just that's enough. That's enough. Yep. That's it. But my concern with saying that though is yes, look, Maul might be all of a sudden ready to go. Absolutely. Sith Eternal Emperor might make him magnificent, but he's not going to make Krennic magnificent.
I just don't see him working with Empire. So yeah, still Krennic is it's not, maybe Krennic's the Rose Tico of this requirement, and I think Farm Boy Luke will likely be required, by the way, too.
Oh, he definitely will.
For Jedi Master. So
take that to the bank.
I will take it to the bank. I'm not looking forward to farming him. For now, I'm focusing on Han.
Yeah, I've got him at Gear 12 now already, just in preparation. I'm expecting him to go. I'm just going to drop the finishes on later on. He's definitely going to be required. Just waiting for the official word on that in, I reckon, 2 weeks' time.
Him if you don't have to.
Absolutely. But we'll talk about that in the other half of this video, because we're going to talk about the last lot of requirements in the next video as well, Cubs. So we'll go through that in a little while as well, brother.
Let's get out of here, guys. You need to go over to Heinz's channel and check out the second half of this video, because the second part, the sequel, is never better than the first part, but it's always worth going to, right, Heinzie?
No, don't be like that, man. Look, I mean, you're like a New Hope, and I am like, you know where I'm going with this, brother.
No.
I'm Empire Strikes Back, baby.
No.
I'm
Force Awakens. I'm Force Awakens, and you're the Last Jedi.
Whoa.
Listen, that's a high compliment coming from me.
Come down under, ladies and gentlemen.
Come and see the other end of the
video. Let's get after it. Come on, I'm Empire Strikes Back, damn it. You know it. I'm not your father.
The last thing I wanted to say before we end the video is that Heinz's favorite Star Wars movie is Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi. I've officially muted his mic. He can say nothing else. Look at him. I'll translate what he's saying. So I understand I can lip read, and what he just said was he completely agrees with me.